Hey Isaac, this is the day one of the plan. As you can see here, we have my pool. A little deck tech in action for you. If you look at my pool, you can see we have a pretty good curve. Pretty low. We're on 17 lands, mostly because we don't have other excellent options. We're kind of trying to get underneath all the bombs of the format, smack them to death. We have a mild toxic theme that is mostly so we can count to 3, and then Insider Glider all the way up there. Tuchus. Insider Glider is especially shown off in this deck, and we get them to 3 because we have Bladehold War Whip. The War Whip has Double Strike, which is very good with the Crescendo, is very good with the Injector. Chimney Ramble is a fast little dude. Dragonwing Glider is my only rare in this deck, but it is a good one. It smacks him down and it kind of can't be stopped. Very good with the Crawling Choruses. Zealous Conviction does everything you need to do. Once you count to 3, boop, bop, bam. Before you count to 3, it's pretty good on, like, turn 3 swinging in with a Duelist. Like, what are they going to do? Block it? Ha, I think not. Complete Devotion, we can usually get off with 5.5, or 6.5 rather, including Flensing Raptor Toxic Creatures. Porcelain Zealot is nutty. Nutty card. Just does everything. So yeah, that is this deck. You can kind of see the remainder of the pool, why I'm not running certain cards. The Forge Hammer is good, but like a little too slow. I'd rather have the Leonin Lightbringers because they're really good with the War Whips. And the one Gold Warden's Helm. There's all that. If we look at the rares in my pool, I'm also not running the Flesh Cutter because it's too slow. And I'm not trying to win off Infect. No, that's not how you short that. We go rares. You can see they're all pretty mediocre. Phyrexian Arena is a mediocre card. Rot Priest is a good card in the deck it's run in a mediocre deck for my pool. I really thought about green-white. Tyvar's good. Tyvar's like mediocre. Chronicler's not even that good in its deck. And Graz is unplayable. Actually, one second. Let me check out my green. Make sure I didn't like do an oopsie. Yes, I remember. The green-white is not quite enough to make a proper deck, I don't believe. Because you don't get the War Whips. Alright. We're 1-0. 2-0 pays off. 4-0 pays off the good times. Game 1, playing against Thibblethip, should be an easy dub. Play first. Well, we'll keep this hand. It can count to 3. Counting to 3 is a little less true with the prosthetic detector, but still take it. I think the Duelist is never bad on the play. And then Lightbringer on the play is actually kind of impossible to remove, which we love to see. So I could hold back the Duelist for blocks, but honestly I kind of get blown out. Well, I don't get that blown out to draw spits. Maybe that's correct, is you hold back Duelist. Try to bait out a block. Or not try to bait out, just so that you can block. And then you start punching him with the Lightbringer. Don't hate that. I guess the issue there is if he swings and has Vraska's Scorn. That's kind of a blowout, because we really don't want to lose Lightbringer to Scorn here. And I think we try racing him. Counting to 3 is good, and we have the Tricks and the Zealot. Next turn, depending on what he does, we either Injector and swing in with Devotion up, or we Zealot for big damage. He plays a 2-2 Zealot also does neat breakpoints. Oh, 3. I don't hate Zealoting in here. Yeah. Probably just keep pressing damage. Don't let him get on board. He can tap a Scrap Ledger for stuff, but then our Lightbringer kind of almost needs to be jumped, right? Because that's going to swing in with 6 power if he lets it stand. If he wants to Annihilating Glare it, he has to sacrifice a creature and... Oof. What a blowout. Not even. That's really good. ABC, always be combating. unblocked War Whip is lethal. So we don't really need to slap it onto the Lightbringer. If he taps out for like a 6-drop, that'd be interesting. Prism is not very good here. What happens to light when it gets arrested? It goes to prison. Get it? Cause like prison, but it's like prison. So this is free to equip. Ooh, this is always free to equip no matter where it goes. So we can slap this onto the Lightbringer. That doesn't do much because it still gets blocked by the rat. Could slap this onto the Lightbringer. Then we swing with those two. He has 3 mana up. That's important to know. Right, so if we swing out right now, he can go blocks blocks. Likely he goes blocks blocks, loses to devotion. But that's only if he doesn't have. We're not corrupted yet. But he's still probably running the 2 mana kill spell that exiles. So I think we whip onto the Lightbringer. Sure. So now we're corrupted, so well, that doesn't really affect anything. We're tapped out, so Duelist always gets blocked. I guess we swing with Duelist, you can't jump with Scrap Gorger, he has to jump with Lightbelly. Right, he has to jump there. Yeah, I like that. Just because I doubt he's running any haste creatures, and Duelist, you know, never let your opponents make decisions. He also threw there. He should have tapped the Scrap Gorger before the Lightbelly died. Which is hugely relevant because that would have made Scrap Gorger block as a 3 toughness rather than the, or 3 power rather, because now it's going to only block as a 0 power. Testament Bearer, it's kind of a card you only play if you have like bombs in your deck, so that's a little scary. I mean, this turn kind of plays itself. Barbed Batterfist looks bad into Draw's Pits, but it's actually into Whisper of the Dross, but it's actually good because I have complete devotion. If he does nothing, we just toss the second War Whip and kind of secure the match. Yeah, we'll take 3. Kind of feels like that he really wants to keep the Scrap Gorger. A little scary. But then again, what's he gonna do? We get to learn 2 more cards of his deck. Don't hate that. His pool seems kinda not good. Like, for being 3+ colors, if I had to imagine, maybe he has like some bombs in like black and that's what he's doing. Because this pool is not super counter, as is. Okay, that's game 1. I mean, you still play with the War Whip there. I don't think you hold back. Okay, so I like my deck against him. Does he do artifacts? It's never worth blowing up Prism. A Prism, I said. You did not hear. I mean, we saw so little of his deck. Don't really want to change stuff. Like, Fruit from Flesh is fine, but I'd rather just run the best version of my deck I can, which is this. The Injector might actually lose relevance, but with 2 Lightbringers it never is that bad. And on defense, because we're going to be blocking more this game, I guess. I don't know. Being on the play in this format I've found to be pretty important. Like, I'd like to see the 17 land stats on that. This hand would be nutty if you're going on the play. On the draw, it's not terrible because you can still block 1 drops, but you don't draw, of course. Okay. Land there is important. This trades out. Plated Onslaught's going to cost 3. Could leave it back, block. Gets blown out by Whisper of the Dross. Honestly, still kind of like being the aggressor at this match. Because, like, he needs to hit blue for that to be good. We're gonna bonk something with Complete Devotion. Yeah, if he blocks, we'll still do it. Doesn't block his power. Oh, here's a tip for this this format. You should pretty much always block the creature with Infect when it's coming at you. Gold Warden's Helm, I don't mind the token dying to the rat. Especially because I don't have anything to do with my next one. I can just toss it onto like the one. I guess maybe it fits better on the chorus. This card's going to do some possible work this game. Yeah, that's foreseeable, but not much that we do about that. I don't think it's ever the play to hold that. On green, there's no tricks. He can make me burn my Complete Devotion, but then I just toss Helm. I still need to hit my next land drop, so it's worth it. Could have land dropped first, but I don't think it's ever played an Onslaught. I can get poison number 2, but 2 is not 3. 2 and 4. Land. Helm the chorus. Yeah. You helm the chorus here because it dodges Dross, and because on attack the duelist isn't going to do much. Also dodges the hazardous blast. Doesn't really fix anything with Crescendo. Fine. Ooh, not the land we wanted, but the land we got. So if we played an Onslaught here, both live. Whereas if we Crescendo, 1 lives, we keep played at Onslaught, we get to play out Lightbringer. Yeah, I like keeping Onslaught. And the card throw's relevant. Good, good. That's huge. Or could be huge. So this is going to cost 2 mana. Kind of dirty. I guess maybe it won't matter. Doesn't cost 2. Oh my lord. This guy's scaring me with his mana base. Like, they're 5 cost? Holy shit. Like, am I meant to be playing around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No way are you meant to play around the 6 mana, or 7 mana board wipe, make 5 1/1s. No way. Wanderer? Ah, man. Alright, let's count breakpoints. So 4, 7, could bonk for 7 here. Could bonk for 9, including the Zealot, and then leave up Dragon Wing Glider, because that's the most burst. But then you lose burst with plated. Well, I guess the mostest burst you do here is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1 off lethal. Right, because that's attaching the Gold Wardens, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 6 is 13. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't win with just a glider. This is gonna look weird, but I think it actually plays around in this stuff. Doesn't quite play around White Sun Zenith, but Dragon Wing still gives us a good chance there. I don't know. You might need to tell me what you think the right play there is. Because I don't hate like contributing to the board, but I don't think that like any Like, I think the only way he wins there is if he does something, like, nasty that affects the whole board, like Wanderer. So then you want to keep cards in hand, and the Onslaught is about to lose a lot of relevance. I think I did the correct thing. Because I have no clue what his pool was doing. Honestly, that match might have been kind of free if he's just doing, like, play off 6 rares soup. Yeah, it's a fine hand. I don't hate turn 3 duelisting. Duelist plus Zealot is so nasty. Like, this could be 2, 3, 4, which still isn't ass, depending on what he plays. Okay. I don't even know how to feel about that. Like, I might be stuck on 2, but just kind of like NPC playing Duelist. Spacebar, spacebar, spacebar. Okay, fine. So options here are Inside the Glider or Duelist. I think I'm running out Duelist here. Because Glider can block, but it will blow out my Complete Devotion, and another Duelist means that we can get him corrupted next turn and bring out the Insider Glider. Ooh, no blocks, or no attacks. What does that mean? That means Complete Devotion, but we don't care because Blazing Crescendo. Could also mean +1, +3 and Toxic 1. Alright, enlighten me. Complete Devotion. Yeah, you let it resolve first. If he has +1, +3 and Toxic 1, I guess he wins this combat. I don't even know if we want to play that. Like, if we don't land drop. It's possible he plays like 3 toughness to play his Batter Fist, swap it. 4 toughness. I don't want to fight another Complete Devotion. Oh, he doesn't want me to either. I think you swing out here. Okay. But you want those poisons. Like, that last poison is important. Might be worth playing out that other card just because it gives the Lightbringer +2/+0 when you equip, but no. Argentum Masticore is really, really good. Okay, that's a good draw. I guess you like hope he doesn't have like 2-drop fodder to just keep chucking. Because you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, Glider. Play this Glider. So if he does nothing, we get to swing with Duelist next turn, if we draw land. But he's gonna kill something. No, he won't. He's a greedy little piggy. Or he has 3 land. That's gotta be a misplay. No way his 2-drops is better than my Incisor Glider. Right, so either he's a bad player or that's all land, besides 1. Silica Shepherd. Honestly, still maybe worth discarding. Really wanted that land drop. Because you hit that land drop, this swings as a 6/6. And now he has to chump. Or no, he doesn't have to chump, but he ought to chump. Alright. Waiting for 6. Takes it. This game is going to be really close. Okay, so he either top decked that last turn or made a misplay. Because you should always be using that to get rid of the Glider. Especially if you had Basilica Shepherd in your hand. Yeah, I don't think his play last turn made any sense regardless of what angle he came at. I don't know. Watch the recording. Probably just swing 3 in the air with the Glider, because that clears away for the Dragon Wing Glider. There's a lot of Gliders in this format. If I play out the Rabble, he still just blocks everything again. Actually, is it ever the Duelist swinging here? No. Well, because you swing Duelist Glider. He can trade out the Masticore if he wants. And you're still getting in for 2 with the Glider? Even if he blocks with Basilica? Yeah, I think it's actually duelist here. There's a million ways to die on the crackback, especially if it has like knights. But that's how that works. Okay, yeah, trade up from that's a huge weight off my chest. If he tries to get in with Basilica Shepherd, he loses to a lot of top decks. Or he loses depending on what he does. Because the Rabble represents 4 haste. So I'll have you know I have no regrets about sacking one of my duelists to hit him in the face, you know, when I ran into his Meldweb Curator, because it made me count to 3. And now my gliders are turned on, and they're a huge problem for me. Prolapse Phyresis? Sure. Land. Slam that land made me think that he was kind of looking for it. What are you holding? Let's say it's Complete Devotion, because that's what hurts me the worst here. Could also be the +1/+1 combat trick. So if it's a combat trick that buffs a might, that will put him at 2 blockers. If I draw this, he blocks 4 there, 4 there, takes 1 off lethal. But you know, he's on a way faster clock, and he had to jump twice to do that. Well, I guess it won't be jumping though, because he'll lose creature. Could block 1 with the Lightbringer. I don't want to give him the Complete Devotion though. Okay. Don't hate that here. Alright, because I put the Zealot trigger on the Lightbringer. Swing out. That can do it. If he has Charge of the Mites, that's really nasty though. Oh, maybe the Zealot trigger goes on the Zealot. I can't count. Yeah. I guess this plays against Charge of the Mites. So it's not terrible, but I do think that's the wrong line. Right, because you put the thing on the Zealot, and he either chumps with Basilica Shepherd or scoops him up. We want to kill the Shepherd first. Alright, let's see if we're lethal. Alright, that's probably good. Okay. Don't feel bad about taking that game, because he screwed up with that Mastercore big time. White-blue, kinda slow, doesn't want to get Complete Devotion back with the Curator. That makes even less sense. Watch the recording. That makes no sense if he is doing that while Mastercore's in hand. But I don't know. Still don't put in Terramorphic. Zenith Chronicler doesn't have any hits. I mean, he's probably running the Signpost, but that's never worth it. Alright. Yeah, I think we just run it as is. That game might have looked like he just got kind of rolled and unlucky, but the relevant play there was swinging with the 2 duelists when one was facing certain death. Good enough for me. If he 1-drops, 2-drops, okay, he didn't. Deja vu. Duelist, looks like we're gonna start poisoning each other. Hopefully he doesn't play like Raptor to shut that down. Gitaxi and Raptor would suck. Jawbone duelist. Lots of duelists today. Could Flensum. Flensing usually makes it so I count to 3 next turn. Well, I have to block the duelist with Flensing though. So maybe it's no better than just duelisting here. Alright, duelist here. Huh. Yeah, I kind of want to keep this. Could also Incisor Glider. But I want to start poisoning him. I think I'm flensing now so I can Incisor Glider Duelist next turn. Hey, why was Elishnorn banned from the stock market? Incisor trading. He's doing my plan, but he is on the play. Not the draw. That is not the draw. Alright, well we can count to 3 next turn. Yeah, I think it's just make it so we can count to 3 and then Incisor. Incisor Glider? I barely know her. Okay. That's called confidence. If you don't recognize that your duelist gets traded by the Zealot, you can't back it. Not a misplay, pure skill. We'll see where he puts the Zealot trigger. But it probably still goes on the Jawbone Duelist. And I think I let him hit me for 6 and 2. Might be lethal, actually, on the crackback. Well, it's lethal on the crackback if he swings out and then, like, taps out somehow. Swings out, does the 5-mana draw through. Ooh, nasty. Nasty. Okay. Looking like game 3. Nope, wrong play. Not good there. We block like this, what happens? We take 8. We have 0 draws that let us win. Because we'll be at 2. Okay, well. We gave it a shot. He already knows I have Zealot, so playing it out's not wrong. Well, being on the play is huge in a duelist matchup. I guess in hindsight, you wish you played Standard Riders to block the duelist, but I don't know if there's a ton you can do here. I might put in the 5-mana removal if I have that in my pool. Oh, I don't. But I have the 3-mana removal, so that goes in. What comes out? I take out the Helm, but it plays very nicely against his 2-drops. Actually, how good is Nahiri's Sacrifice in this matchup? Nah, still garbage. Don't really want to lose any 2-drops. I don't think it's the Injector. Probably Rabble. Yeah. Probably rather have removal than Rabble every time. Could be a Lightbringer, but Lightbringer is very good on the draw, or on the play rather. Could also put in the oily combat trick, but that's situational. Like even in the duelist matchup, because still gets blown out by N+1 combat trick. Goes out. Crawling Chorus I think is really good in this matchup. Because his 1-drops will only have 1 or fewer toughness. Well, I guess he could be running Glistening Seer, but that doesn't really make sense. Dodging the Mind Control effect is going to be tough. I don't think that's something you can really play around, and it kind of absolutely poops on the 4-mirrored equipment. It's 2-mana Mind Control. Could be cocky, so we have to force. I think you just block it. No way he trades. No way. Yeah, he did that. We have a lot of block options when he swings. Probably just toss the duelist in front of it, lose to, or not lose, but you know, complete devotion sucks here. But he does spend his whole turn doing it, so I don't actually mind. Okay. Trade is acceptable. There's the Raptor, he is running out. Probably just pump the duelist swing. It's never pump the rabble next turn. He could... No, he can't trade. Strike. Need to start drawing gas. Really want to see Dragon Wing Glider here. Closest to an insta-win we could get. Puts it to 4. Okay. So it's definitely Rabble here. And it's definitely combat. Pump the duelist. 1 mana up, but he's just sticking priority because of the Raptor. Or the 1 mana enchantment, but you don't play around that. So if we swing out here, he can block their trade. He'll take 8. 8 if he has 1 blocker. 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh. Still 1 off in 2 turns. But I think it's time. Yeah. I think that letting him block the Zealot is acceptable. Right? Because he can block and trade with the Zealot. He can trade with the Rabble, or he can eat the Chorus, but eating the Chorus doesn't even kill the Chorus. Like, I'm pretty sure you cash in the Zealot here for all that damage. Here's a blocker with 1 off lethal, but it needs to be a good blocker. Select the Shepherd isn't that good. And that does it. Easy match, no, we didn't have it. Oh. Okay, there you go. There you go. Another day, another win. See if we can hit the 4-0. That would be pretty exciting. Yep, same deck. Still correct. Alright, let's see it. I don't know if these games have been particularly skill testing, but there have been some decisions, which we like to see. One match, I have no clue what that guy's rares were to be splashing that hard. Like, the 3rd Prism, at that point, you are too slow in this format, in my opinion. Maybe he was, like, blue base, playing, like, 4 Unctus's Retrofitters. And he was, like, playing the Prisms, because those are really good with the Retrofitter. Or he had, like, a bunch of the Raskas, Annihilating Glares. Like, those are the only worlds in which that makes sense. Right, because otherwise you just play the colors that, like, your best colors are. I don't know. I feel like that guy misspelled. Or he got atrocious draws 2 games in a row. Our opponents have also mulliganed a good amount of these games, which you love to see. Don't love to be on the receiving end. Yeah, I think Arena tries to match you up with someone with the same record, because it's taking a while right now. I wish there was some way to tell Arena, like, stick as if I have an instant, or like stick as if I have a Skull Bomb, right? Because I don't want to stick on upkeep, because that gives it away. Maybe that could be a setting, auto bluff. Have that be a toggle, I don't know. I would like to be on the play, please. This hand counts to 3. Counting to 3 is important in like multiple ways. Because 1, there's like 1, 2, 3, and then 2, there's like a getting to 3 poison, so. This format is good for small children. You have to block. Even with the devotion, I think you still have to block. But I guess in red, it's a little more defensible not to, because there's so much. I don't know. I think you still have to block. ABC, always be coordinating your blocks. Get blown out to some red combat tricks, but not really. Like, +3, +1 doesn't do it. +4, +4 does it, but I still get my card and my might. Killing that. Ooh, smooth. Okay. That's good for him. That's really, really good. That's probably the game, because that's a lot of tempo. And he has 5 cards still in hand. I don't know. Depends on if we can connect with the duelist. I wish we had one more artifact so we could glider plated. Or no, it wouldn't even work. What am I saying? He's deciding whether he wants to Contagious Vorak or play the 4-cost 4/3. I don't hate Vorak here. Ooh, unlucky. Don't really want to spend the Onslaught, saving the Might. But I'm happy to spend it saving the Duelist. +4, +4 still does it. Okay. I got 3. Yeah, I think I screwed up last time. I shouldn't have played a Mountain. I don't think I'll get punished for it, but it hurts to know. What are you thinking of doing? +3, +1 combat trick for cycling, maybe? Huh. Let's see Oil Gorger Troll. Oh, Gorger Troll is good here. Resistance Skywarden. It's so awkward. Because, like, if he wants to block Duelist, then we can absolutely pants him, but I think he'll want to block the Glider. I think we have to wait. Which is very, very bad. But, we'll see if he bricks hard. No, that's not a brick. That's not a brick at all. Yeah. Take it. I would like a second glider here. Yeah, you're not a second glider. Alright. We'll see. This isn't lost. But it's, could be better. Still let him bonk us with the Strider. And the Skywarden. Okay. I see how it is. Could block the Skywarden, but I really don't want to. This is 9 damage, Tyvar stand. He has 1 off lethal. Sure. Double growth, he wins. Growth Tyvars, he wins. Growth +3, +1, he wins. If he's got it, he should go for it. Against this mana. Yeah, I don't know what he's waiting for. He could just do his thing. Growth, yeah. Growth number 2. Time bars. There we go. Growth tie bars. Called it. The beauty of magic. These combat tricks. No artifacts. Volt charge, how good? Like, me want volt charge or me want creature? He didn't play anything that gets hit by volt charge, but he's probably running Vorak. But me want creature. Helmet's weaker than volt charge here. Alright. Play first. Not the hand you want, but it is a hand. Drop from him. Very good 4-drop from us. Just that curves out. Maximum Engraver Shard. Not the draw we want. Alright. If he stumbles, we can trap him. Thinking about main phasing the Engraver maybe? If he has Vorak, we probably Zealot, target Chorus, still swing. Atlas. Interesting. Let some Oil Gorger return early, but gonna turn too late for us still. Alright. He could be holding up the 1 mana +2/+2 put to oil counters on something. Don't really want to give him the opening to do that, but if he's gonna do it, this turn isn't the worst. Kind of need to get the token out from the chorus anyways. Or don't need to, but you know, chorus never dies. Okay, he does not. Or if he does, he's weirdly averse to using it. Ooh, discards land. Hate to see it. Okay, land. Oil Border's good here. Batter Fist is less good. Because at this point, we're swinging for 7 in the air. Yeah, I don't really want to throw. Could have the bite effect. You still target the raptor. Nah, that's fine. You don't press damage here because he could have any one of the combat tricks he showed us and, you know, give us fewer lines. Trax's Skitter thing, probably gonna gain 3 life. Or block with Chorus, because that's correct. So he goes up to 6. So if he has the bite effect, he needs to use it like this moment, like while he has priority here. Which I think he does. I think he's gonna bite maybe the glider. No, that's not the bite effect at all. That's interesting. That's good for him, I think. Well, I know it's good for him. I don't know how good for him that is. 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't quite do it. here so it doesn't die to the 6-drop. Okay, math time. If we put this here, he's taking 8. These two are both swinging for 2, so he has to block them each individually. So he can block here, here. If we put it on the might, might, these are swinging for 6. Might is swinging for 10, so he has to block the might, but he just blocks there. No, he blocks there, so then if he blocks just the might, like there, he's still taking 6, 7, 8, 9, but that's 1 off. So the question is the Atraxas, right, if he blocks the might here and leaves these 9 to go through, he's left at 1 life, which will really be at least 3 life. And the Atraxas. But I think that's fine. I think we're okay with him being left at 1 life. Or 4 life. On this board. Because it's 4 life and a tapped rebel. Because it means he loses board presence. And I think that even if he has a way to stabilize, like the 6/6, he'll still wish he had board presence. Right, because the question is, do we let the Skitterfang live? Because we can either kill the Skitterfang and leave him higher. I like leaving him at 1. Oh, crap. Can we not read? We screwed up there. Or no, we didn't. This is what we calculated. Okay. We're smart, we're smart. We're genius. Okay. Like, the 6-drop here doesn't actually do shit for him. Because we still win in the air. So if he has it, he can't cast it. He has to cast his other card. The 6-drop with Reach, I don't think does it either, because he's tapped out after that. He has to swing with that if he wants to be at 4. He'll only have 2 blockers. He'll be at 4. We'll win. I think we win most times here. Hazardous Blast doesn't do it. Bite Effect. So give Lifelink second main Bite Effect. I think that lets him live for another turn. Or give Lifelink second main Fight Effect. Lets him live another turn. I mean, so does, like, various combat tricks on the 3-1 for life, but that's no good. Burn Strider. That's not the card you need. That'll let you gain 5. But I'm dealing 6 in the air next turn, right? 7 in the air. And you're only at 6. Yep. And there's no 1-drop. Well, I guess there's technically the blue card that gives +1/+3 flying Toxic. Okay, so he's banking on me being dumb here. Yeah. Okay. Game 2. On to game 3. That game, I probably did more thinking than I had to. Yeah, want the throw, but I can't. Can't hurt my tempo that hard. Is it ever a Graz game? Because he can't really remove Graz. Yeah, but Graz costs 8. Game 3, swap decks, go black. That's just worse than what we have, though. Yeah. Alright. He's on the play, which is... probably puts our chances a little below 50. We'll see. Big game, though. This game is what it comes down to, whether or not we qualify. He's sideboarding. What a chump. So we're still trying to count to 3, but counting to 3 is so much harder on the draw. I guess the good news is late game doesn't necessarily out-resource us, depending on like how the games go. Like we do like rabbles and shit. Alright. Oh man, I wonder what he'll choose. Yeah, not ideal, but the 1-mana 1/1 would make it ideal. Long legs, that's good. Conviction is good with the War Whip. Bolt Charge is decent in this matchup. If nothing else, it can shoot the long ways. Oh no! Could Lightbringer, but I'd rather just War Whip. Start pushing damage. Yeah. Gracias. Honestly, I think you block there, because worst case I have Oil or Complete Devotion, and neither of those is exactly a blowout for him. Mana's up. Still do that. This is kind of a blowout no matter what he has. Like, he can have Tyvars, I still Volt Charge. I guess if he has the bite effect... No, if he has the bite effect and he tries to bite with the Rebel, he actually loses on the spot. Tyvars, called it. Okay, so this will... I've already ordered blockers, so I have to do this up. Glider's dealt 2 damage for those counting at home. Dune Mover. Dune Mover Fetch is the scariest shit here. Okay, no Fetch. That's a good draw. Volt Charge? No Volt Charge. If I go Lightbringer, I can toss the War Whip on it next turn. Nah, we got blockers. We got blockers. A lot of first strike. This board can get shut down relatively easily. Like Oil Gorger. Okay. Furnace Strider doesn't hard counter the board, but it, you know, does the next best thing. This will cost 4. If I swing with both of these, he blocks there. So if I swing out, he's taking 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, 10, 11 when I pump that next turn. It's weird, but I think you swing out here because he has to block or put himself in major peril. And if he wants to trade here, that's fine. If he wants to eat here, that's fine. Alright, this will cost... Okay, yeah. Okay. Guess I should have checked if that like makes us lose on the crackback, but I don't think it does. Not really against anything relevant. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm also bluffing your combat trick. I mean, I don't have one, but it makes blocking. Should have held priority a little longer there. These cost 4 to activate. I'm at 6 mana, so I don't land drop. Slow bad. More like slow bad, am I right? You got it. Okay. So this goes there. He can toss literally everything in front of it if he wants. Oh no, he just needs to toss a Furnace Strider in front of it to kill. Because this doesn't get +1/+1 on its own. Something like that. Yep. He has to trade stuff out, so I'm not even worried about crackback here. I think the way this is turning out, he'll need a top deck to do well. Good, so he has to block the Lightbringer. So he probably wants to go like there. But then he's going down to 1, so then he'll need a top deck. Yeah. He can jump this, but that puts me in a really good spot on board. So if he draws like Hazardous Blast next turn, that's not even lethal. Because he has to give away the Furnace Strider. Or jump and feel really, really bad. I actually think that's a wrong one. Like, it's possible that Slow Bad's correct there to jump with. Okay. Okay, so we're swinging Incisor Glider and this. This must be blocked. Meaning this can't die if we give this Double Strike. Well, it can die, but it'll take something out with it. Yeah, that's the correct one with Double Strike. And then we can toss this onto something, so we can protect the Duelist against Slow Bad, but that trades this out. Or we can make this trade Slow Bad, make it get jumped. I think we're fine trading with Slow Bad, getting jumped with the Rebel. Like, we'd rather keep the Rebel than the Duelist. Right, because we just choose who lives here. Could also toss it on the Glider, let him decide who lives, but that doesn't do anything relevant. He's in a pretty bad position. Where do you go? And if he draws Volt Charge, we want this to be on the Rebel. Play your card. Play your card, you have to. He disagrees. He does not think he has to play his card. That's playful. Like, I don't think there's anything in the game here. And we'll qualify. Never didn't have it. Alright, there you go. Quick, almost exactly an hour of gameplay for, what, 3 matches? Yeah. Going from 6 AM to 8 AM PT. Woohoo! We did it.